Right, welcome back to the next update. As you can see before you, the Men of the North are now completed. The originals were in the blue. I've made these red. Same with the archers, originally was the same blue, and I've given them the red. Some of the slight differences as well, but nothing major. And they're all done, as you can see. All the horsemen and all the foot soldiers, archers. I also, while I was at it, took the chance to do the, I don't know what you call them, I don't know if the trolls, if the great oaks, or whatever, but that's the original from the first set I painted, and this is the second set. There's enough differences there so you can tell them apart even by the skin colour, etc. So I'm quite happy with them, and there's all the rest of their buddies up there. So there's 6 of them, so I managed to get them done at the same time. On the painting table now are the final nation for the free people. That's the Dwarves. They're on the paint table. And then the only thing left to paint from the new set I got is the 36 orcs. And I'll do, as I said earlier, I'll do them in 3 batches of 12 and start working then on the expansion box figures that came with the first edition. So I've got some Saffron Cavalry to paint, some, I don't know if the Goblin or Orc crossbowmen, one of the two, could be either I suppose, and a few other things. I've got the leader figures for Rohan and some more troops for them and Gondor, so still plenty to do. I'd like to try and finish by the end of this month if I can, but that's not set in stone. It's, you know, it'll get done as it gets done, but I'd like to try and get it finished by the end of September, because, you know, once it gets to October, mid-October time, we'll be looking at heading back home, depending on the weather, of course. If the weather's still nice, we'll hang on. If it starts getting really cold and miserable, then it's time to pack up and go. But we shall see, because I definitely want to get all this finished before the summer's out, because this was my summer painting project. Okay, I'll stop there, and I'll upload this as and when, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye for now. Right, just a bonus episode. I thought I'd tack this onto the end of the previous video. I managed to paint all the dwarves. I did them in one day. Well, that's not strictly true. I primed them yesterday, but I actually painted them today, and they're now all complete. As you can see, you can easily tell them apart. Red beards and grey beards, ginger beards, grey beards, slightly different colours. They've got brass, no it's not, bronze armour, as opposed to plate steel. Same across for the elite, and again, pretty similar, but slightly different for the regulars. As you can see, they're all done. So that is the final Free People Nation now complete. So all I've got to do now in that first edition box set is the 36 orcs, and of course the heroes and villains, the character figures for the Free People in the Shadow. And so because I've done that, rather than start on the orcs, I'm going to give myself a treat. And if I move across here, we've got the Saffron Cavalry. I'm going to do a block of 6 cavalry, and these two are going to be leaders for the, well, the Saffrons and Easterlings in this game, but they'll have a different name in the Chronicles of Colm, my fantasy world. So there's going to be a leader for each of those 2 nations. I've not painted this sculpt before, so it's going to be interesting. They're going to be flamboyant like the rest of them, you know, with bright colours. I shall do one leader in the blue that I did, and another one in the green for each faction. The cavalry, I can go to town on them because there's only 6. I've only got 1 unit, so I don't want to make them blue or green. They can be independent, so I'm going to come up with a nice flamboyant colour scheme for them 6. And I'm choosing a block of 6 because at the moment I'm erring towards using Dragon Rampant as the rule set for the battles. I could still use Oathmark, it's not set in stone, but I'm limited to with the number of models I've got. I mean, I've only got two sets of War of the Ring. I don't want to be buying any more, besides which these only come with the expansion for the first edition, and yeah, you're lucky if you can get one of them. I was very, very lucky that I managed to pick one up. They're very, very rare. So, right, that's the update. As I said, these will be the next boys on the table. And I'll come back when they're done and let you see what's going on. Thanks for watching again. Bye for now.